Drip gang. Yeah. Gang in this bitch, gang in this bitch, gang in this bitch.
Hey, Chad, y'all know what to do. As soon as you enter, make sure you smashing the like button and of course sharing it like 100 times, man. Let's get it busting. I know what a lot of y'all gonna say too. Drip, it's not July 4th anymore. Y'all know what I'm gonna say, man. It's Friday every day. Fucking with me, man. Okay, we already got our first light. Okay, Skylar 3DB, you the first comment. Skylar Hertzog. That's some gang shit. Look, I got my Gary the Snail hat on right now, man. That's to say, progress. It don't matter if you're moving at a snail pace, as long as you're making progress, baby. You tripping for? I don't want to ring. Married to the game. I divorced her though. She okay. I see the new people in the chat. Hey, can I ask you a question? Can you rate my drip? 1 through 1 billion trillion? I got my cheetah print on today, and I got a lion on my back. I know what the lady's gonna say. I'm tired of these cheating ass, lying ass Negroes. My answer to that is I'm a lion ass cheetah print ass nigga. Do you see the difference, ladies? Get you in the clothes. G Vargas. G Vargas. I haven't seen the name of Are you subscribed? This is smashing the like button. Y'all know when you get a paid membership to the page, you are an official. You are an official meow. Hold on, did I drop my mic already? Hold on. Okay. And keep it. Oh, okay. Now here's my mic tripping already. We not even 5 minutes into the chat. Honey Nut Billy just sent the first donation, and it's a saucy $2. Let me do my. Hey Kid West, thank you for the donation. Honey Nut Billy O's, let me do my little $2 dance. We making money, and that's not by chance. Every single day we making an advance. Now they know me across the Atlantic. That's right, chat. Smash that like button. Who else we got? Let me talk to y'all, man. We got Cape Breton. Say big drip with the drip in the bloodies. Logan Lynn. He said, how do you keep that shit off your clothes? What? All this sauce? Ain't no way to keep all this sauce off my clothes. That's why I can rock girl clothes and make them look like the coldest shit ever. Ain't no way to keep the sauce off the clothes. Cincy Press Network, what's happening with it? Are you from Cincinnati? Hey, one of my homies from back in the day, Jay Ghost, is from the Natty. He used to call it the Nasty Natty. Hey, 501, what's happening with it, man? Shrine, Christian Troya. You in every chat, man. You do my little dance while I rap. I be rolling on them. Look at your girl like I know she want me. I do what I want. I know they love to talk about me. I ain't getting it on till 6 in the morning. She screams, she love me. Y'all know I got my clown plushie. Cause sometimes there do be clowns in the chat and they can't relate to me. So I got my clown plushie just in case you needed something to relate to, man. That's something for everybody. All right, check it out. Shine like a diamond, on point like a rhino. I'm the boss nigga, I know. The church see me climbing and that's why I'm wildin'. I'ma die trying to blow. Drip like an island, your girlfriend admiring. I think she wanna go. She wet fire hydrant, man. I am a fireman. I know how to let it blow. Drip is the topic they talking about me. I blast out like rockets and they steady watching. My bitch they be rocking. Yeah, I am a monster. I come to your city get conquered. Are y'all hearing them bars? Oh, you must be because I see them lights going up. Keep smashing them. Keep smashing them. Look. Listen, I don't need that shit. I'm getting paid every day 100 G's. Allison, I see you in the chat. Allison, look, Yeah, I am Messiah. I hit that, but make you sing, hit notes even higher. Destiny's Child. Listen, this is my favorite part. Look, hey, fake diamonds, fake rocks. Made a fucking $1,000,000 to the same nigga, yeah. Green Bay, nigga. All day, nigga. Get cake, celebrate every day. Chat, shout to the new people in the chat. If you haven't already subscribed to the page, make sure you do that. Make sure you do that. We had 20,000 subscribers in the last month, man. So if the haters talking about us, that's because they're hating for real, man. They bringing out the beast in us. Y'all see the lion backpack? Hey, another thing about my lion backpack, he the hottest in the game. Am I lying? No. Let's get it. Hey, yeah. Look, I got the flower on my cheek to let them know we the rose that grew through the concrete. Like how Tupac said, the rose that grew through the concrete, that's us, that's Drip Gang. We doing big boy moves with my cheetah print. Hey, all the new people in the chat, rate my drip. Let me get the shot in y'all out. Shout out to Retired Young. We got Retired Young in the building. That's a major buddy. Hey, you see Retired Young's name is in green. That means, hey, you good to go. And second off, they got that monthly paid membership on everything. That's an A1 day one saucy. Just like Allison, A1 day one. Hey, yo, we got almost 300 paid monthly subscribers. Get you one, gang. Get you one. Mint Viper. Hey, first off, hey, spell drip with 2 P's, man. You see all the sauce that's going on? Go to dripman.com. DRIPPMAN.com. Check me out. Shout out to Allison. Allison just sent a gift. A gift. Even hey, y'all saw people making gifts about me on the internet. Well, Allison took it a step further and sent a gift too. Let's get it. We got 14 Kings in the building. We got Israel. You know what I'm talking about? Mint said, hey, he said, hey, I like Mint because Mint talking shit like a gangster. That's what we do in the hood. You say, man, fuck this nigga, but go ahead and subscribe anyway. Big shout out to Mint. Like, I like that. That's that gangster shit. Shout out to Zay Zay. Zay sent a flow state. Flow state, man. Y'all see what's going on. Big drip in the building. I got my Gary 6'7". I got my Gary the snail hat, man. Meow. What noise does Gary the snail make? Meow. That's for my monthly paid members, man. Zay sending another 6'7". Did y'all see my Drip Man vs 6'9" video? Go chilling. Did y'all see my Drip Man vs 6'9" video? Come on, honestly, tell me whose music is better. Like, let's compare. I'm about to play my hit record, our hit record right now. And y'all can tell me if 6'9" really hotter than me. Like, you gotta be lying to yourself to think 6'9" hotter than me, yeah? Let's talk about it. Hey, Amazon chain, Amazon chain, Amazon chain, nigga, Amazon chain, Amazon chain. I got 2 Amazon chain, nigga, Amazon chain. Amazon chain, Amazon chain, nigga. Smash that like button while I talk about my chain. Amazon chain, Amazon chain, Amazon chain, Amazon chain. I got 2 hats on. I'm representing for all the gangsters. I'm representing for all the gangsters. Hey, most of the night glistening, look like I spent 50 G. Hey, this is actually hard. This is actually hard. I got 2 P's in my name for a reason. That's hard. That means anything I put on me is worth for me. I don't see no competition. I be out here, come again. I'll admit it. Hey, my chain got fake rocks up in it. My watch got fake rocks up in it. Birkin back got a real fucking Glock up in it. Ooh. Off the Richter, you salty niggas, you all vanilla, you talk about me, you hating on me, you got me bigger. Ooh, I spit shells, armadillo, I'll hunt me fellas from any ghetto, then take your hoe back to the telly. Ooh, shout the Candac. No R. Kelly got a whole lot of heart in me, the 7 C's, they part from me like LEGs, part from me, get on your knees, I'm God to you, then beg please, that I pardon you, shit all these niggas like cow manure, yeah. I don't need $1 million chain. I got cheetah print shirts. I got $1 million worth of game, nigga. I don't need $1 million chain. Why? I got $1 million worth of game, nigga.
Amazon train, Amazon train, Amazon train,
Come on,
nigga.
gang.
Amazon
I ain't
train,
got
Amazon
no
train,
records
Amazon train, nigga. Amazon
near
train,
the level of
Amazon
Drip,
train,
man.
Amazon train, nigga. Amazon
And we
train,
don't even,
Amazon train,
y'all hear the
Amazon
shots?
train,
We in the
nigga.
hood right now, just popping shots. Hey, we don't even need to, we don't even need to talk about the Island Boys. I don't even think they make music. I hate that people call the Island Boys rappers, like, cause I never heard a Island Boys song never in my life. So, and you definitely heard some Drip Man music, gang. Stop playing with yourself, shorty. Hey, shout out to my guy, Romeo Foxtrot. He dropped $500 on a live, so I'm naming this song after Romeo Foxtrot.
In my Chevy, I'm gon' breeze. Ain't no telling what's my speed. Just inhale and puff my weed. And we sellin' what y'all need. Got these Jordans up on my feet. Bitch, I'm reppin' my set, throwing up GD. Niggas feel correct when they fuck with me. Little bitch, I wear a vest when I walk these
Run
streets.
them lights up.
Chico, half my niggas got a PO.
Wait,
I should probably have a PO.
Yeah,
I might catch a felony. Fuck with me, all my niggas catching felonies. Just got on, he don't know how to act. He go crazy for the gang and he ain't scared to go back. Listen, bitch, you really built like that for this rap shit. You know I would kill for that. You need Matt Smith and Wesson, I might hit you with that.
All right, let me stop, man. Listen, man. As y'all hitting the subscribe button, be honest with me. Look me in my face before you answer. Man, you smiled though. You giggled when you said yes. I said look me in the eyes without giggling. Did you subscribe to the page? Hey, shout out to Boston Bill. What you mean, Daniel? Hey, Brian Shell, you not looking me in my eyes though, gang. You looking at your keyboard and you wrote that in lowercase. Hey, shout out to Tannic. I appreciate you, Tannic. Tannic, you looked me in my face and said you a gangster, cuh. On everything, cuh. Hey, my ninja, he tried to say that with their chest. They wrote fuck with an F, but the no is still lowercase. You invalid. We got 5 up, 4 down. All right, that's what they do. Boston Bill and the Boston Bill. I gotta meet you one day, Boston Bill. I just imagine you to be 8 feet 7 inches tall. God damn it, you know what I'm saying? Dunking on niggas without even having to jump. Just the rawest nigga ever. Come on, gang. Y'all don't like my hats, gang? Come on, gang. Come on, gang. It's just hard for me to believe that when you see a new invented style on the sauciest rapper in the world that you wouldn't like it. Like that's what you're seeing right now. Somebody say I need a couple pounds. Gang. You need to holler at your boyfriend, gang. No barrier said, what are you? I'm Gary the Snail, meow. You don't see a whole lot of meow shit, gang. You don't see what's going on. Meow. Amaria said Drip Man is broke, and that is correct. That is why y'all should send donations through. Shout out to AOY. Send that star through. I ain't gonna lie to you. We got $2. I'm feeling kind of rich right now. Yeah, $2 in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? What did you? Well, okay. Okay, I said I was broke, but that's because I forgot that y'all already sent me $2, man. What you mean, huh? Hey, I might cash that out in pennies just so I could count them in front of you. Hey, imagine how hilarious that'd be if like a rich nigga walked in front of you and he was counting like all his dollar bills, and then you just pulled out a bag of pennies. You know what I'm saying? You just started counting your pennies in front of. Oh, that would be the absolute most trill shit ever. Like, I want to be the first rapper to do it. Matter of fact, in this moment, that sounds saucy. I'm gonna just carry around a bag of pennies with me. They're gonna be like, Drip, how much money you got? Like, you gotta be the rawest, richest rapper in the world. I'm just gonna pull out a bag of pennies and then to be funnier, I'm gonna make sure I have $0 on my debit card, and I'm gonna just like try to like walk up like I'm stunting, like at the front of the line, and just swipe my card. And I'm gonna say, "Oh, that shit declined," and be like, "Oh, I'm still saucy though." You know what I mean? Like that shit sound gangster to me. Like walking up to the dealership with terrible credit and just being like, "Hey man, like run my shit so I can get that Lamborghini." You know what I'm saying? Like, so that we can reverse the details of denial. Like, some niggas are just ashamed to be denied. Like, let's make it funny. Like, who cares? You being denied by a system that don't give two fucks about you. So let's laugh in their face. Let's waste their time. You know what I mean? There's so many corporations that waste our time. They be talking about, hey, fill out this application and wait 9 weeks just to tell you you ain't hired. Like, gang, let's start wasting their time. Just walk up to that bitch with terrible credit. Hey, rent my shit. They said, Drip man, what are your pronouns? My pronouns are God. Somebody said, your tattoos are beautiful. Thank you. I switch my tattoos every day. These are fake as hell, but they're on the realest nigga. You know what I'm talking about? That part. Make sure y'all hit subscribe. They said a clown. No, but I brought a clown with me. I brought a clown with me. And that's because, listen, obviously I'm the realest nigga ever. Some people identify that, but for the clowns who can't identify with me, here you go. You got a reason to stay, gang. On everything. Hey, on everything. I got a reason for the clowns to stay too, man. I promise you, Drip Gang, this channel is for everybody. I'm talking about whether you're a snail that meows or you bang your head to the right because you from 6060, or maybe you a clown. You know what I mean? And obviously, if you're a real nigga, then you already know why you here. You know what I'm talking about? Somebody say, "Hey, Drip, you an island boy." Go watch my video with the Island Boys. And let me see how many views that video has actually, because all our videos are doing a lot of views now, and I say that humbly because shout out to y'all. But I haven't checked that video for a while. The one I did with Fly Soldier. Let me see. Here it goes. Tell him what you told me. Did y'all see it too? Okay, hit 1,000 likes and it got what 1,039 comments. You know that? And it got let me see. Oh, and the view counter's been off too. Because on this screen it says 71,200. And normally that's behind, but I noticed all my videos then when you go to this screen, they're like thousands behind. I don't know what that means if that whatever they got going on. They normally correct their stuff, like because YouTube is like they're definitely the greatest app in the world. You know what I mean? So and they got like obviously billions of accounts. So like when there are minor things, they always fix them right away. But anyway, yeah. And shout out to that video, man. I mean, shout out to that video. Shout out to Fly Soldier, man. Fly Soldier. Somebody said, show us a picture of your mom. Gang, why would I do that, gang? My mom doesn't exist anymore, like, except through me, within me. So you looking at a picture of her right now, gang. Like, you open your eyes, gang. Finney said, I bet your mom looks bad with 1,000 D's. Oh, yeah, she was a bad mama jamma. You see how beautiful I am? I'm the most attractive person in the world. Like, my mom was more attractive than me. Diamond tester, what do you need that for? My diamonds are fake, gang. Like, what you need a diamond tester for? Why would you waste everybody's time? Finney said your mama a clown. Okay, yeah, as in she was clowning on niggas, on everything. That's why I wear dresses and I aspire to be like a girl, because I saw my mama clowning on these niggas left and right. And I ain't never seen a woman as gangster. I ain't never seen a man as gangster as my mama. I ain't never seen a man that be clowning on niggas like my mama do. So, hey, on everything, even though you wrote an incomplete sentence, like you damn near accurate on everything. Bobby Higdon said, are you gay? Listen, all my friends are gay. You know what I'm saying? My dad's gay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I dress like a gay person. Like, it don't matter, man. Just make fun of me. Just tease me. Like, if that's how you feel, nigga, I never address that question because us as men got to get over worrying about what another man doing. You see, it's a whole lot of, you know what I'm saying? You see what it look like, and if you got a question from there, that's what's up, man. Shout out to Kitty Ma, my wife, by the way. I love Kitty Ma too. She just allows me to be me. You know what I mean? Shout out to her. The chat going crazy tonight too, by the way. Make sure y'all and I see the likes getting up there. Appreciate it. Let's make sure the subs are getting up there too. Most chats were doing 500 or 600 subs, but you know, last couple chats only did maybe like 200, which I'm still very thankful for. But I don't know if that's because I'm not reminding people or if your button's broke. If your button's broke, you've been trying to subscribe this whole time. I forgive you. No worries. Just keep trying. Shout out to Sean Moniz, Bloody, yeah, Bloody, uh, the Ron, uh, Luis Ortiz, Luis Ortiz, and it rhyme. That's gangster. I like that. Luis Ortiz, that's gangster. I ain't gonna lie. I can't even read your comment because it's gone. Because we're doing so much chats. Which reminds me, if you are trying to bug Drip Man and you can't see your comment, please send a super chat through. I'm very satisfied with the $2 we got, but if you have a spare $2 that you can add to the pot so I can buy more ramen noodles, I would appreciate it. Then your beeswax is in the building. You know what I'm talking about? Is in the building. That none your beeswax is a meow. None your beeswax is a meow. I'm getting bit up out here. You guys have a bug spray? I'm dying out here. For real. It's all type of mosquitoes because somebody blew up a pool that they never used. I hope I can get some bug spray. By the way, y'all, I ain't gonna lie, man. Like, so for maybe the past month and a half or something, like I just been staying with one of my homegirls and shit, just cause she's nice and I plan on hitting the road soon. Cause some of the people that don't know, I came up here from South Dakota. I had a crib down there and stuff. But then I just gave it up, like fuck it, and I just put everything into this music to make the magical run that we're on. Thank you so much, and it's been worth it. And through the generosity of like my homies and shit like that, I've just been able to not live in the bush. But now the page is monetized thanks to all our hard work, and and just the way that all that shit works is you get whatever you get at the end of the month. So things will be dope at the end of the month, but yeah, I've been like wearing her dresses and doing all type of crazy shit. You know what I mean? Because I'm like a spoiled brat. Like I'm not gonna lie, I'm a spoiled brat, and I think she's dope. Like she's an awesome person. So I didn't want her to feel disrespected. I'm used to like being an alpha male, like just where I am. Like humbly, I say that alpha male is like yeah, I love and I leave the room, but also alpha male is in like I never had my girl not be cool with anything I did like in a good way. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, if you need to wear my dresses, yeah, it's annoying, but you're good. But like I said, my homegirl I'm staying with, she's not my girlfriend. Like, she's not my woman. And I never presented it that way because, obviously I love cutie marks on everything. But so she's annoyed, you know what I mean? Because we don't have that, you know what I mean? That relationship type of connection, you know what I mean? And then on top of that, I'm just in here mad wild and just in her closet wearing her dresses and doing all type of shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I have definitely contributed to the crib. Like I make sure there's food here and doing whatever be doing whatever I can, and I always uplift them with my words, and you know what I mean, and try to provide that balance because this is an all lady household, and so it's dope to have like a feminine alpha male like me who's willing to just support them. You know what I mean. When I can and tell them that they're the most beautiful, saucy creatures in the world. You know what I mean? I always affirm her daughter every day. You know what I mean? And so I do try to bring my value to the puzzle, but apparently me wearing her dresses was just too much. You know, they're like, I don't care how much you're nice to me, nigga. Fuck you, you're wearing my dresses. I love her though. Anyway, shout out to her for you know what I mean. Like this part of my life, this was crucial because y'all see what we're doing. You know what I mean? I'm be streaming from her backyard. You know what I mean? I ain't never like. She's just a really awesome, generous person. You know what I mean? And so anyway, I just had to say that because when I went in the house for the bug spray, you know what I mean? She's just in there like this nigga is still breathing, and she's, she loves me as a person, but you know what I mean? It's that time, so I appreciate all the donations we get, like for real, for real. You know what I mean? I've been a broke nigga for the longest, but that's not a broke nigga without a plan. There's a difference between a broke nigga who just lays on the couch and like, yo, you're just gonna lay here? Like, no, nigga. I would describe myself as a college student. I would describe myself as a college student. Like, yeah, when you're going through college and you're working towards a degree, Like I know you're gonna be great later on. Like you're building towards something, but you're broke now because why would you go and get a 9 to 5 when you're gonna become a doctor and you need to study? You know what I mean? So that's what Drip Man's been on, and that's what my friends have recognized. They're like, "Yo, you the next Drake." Like, of course, whatever. Like I said, shout out to Matthew. Like I haven't had a dollar of income. Shout out to Sippy. Appreciate y'all. I haven't had a dollar of income until we get paid from this shit at the end of this month for all the millions of views we're doing. I ain't had not a dollar of income for like 8 months. Shout out to the universe for providing. And the universe just kept providing because I just kept listening to it. Shout out to Matthew. Like the universe told me to do some crazy shit. It said, and I was working at a job where I was getting $30 an hour. The universe said, "Hey, fuck this job." I had $0 in savings. It said, "Fuck this job." I still had like 4 months left on my. Appreciate you, Matthew. I still had 4 months left on my lease, and I just said, "Fuck it." Left all my shit there, violated the lease, like all in the name of like, because I promise you, it was just a voice in my head that said, "Nigga, you bigger than this." Shout out to America. Shout out to Smooth. It just kept saying, "Nigga, you bigger than this." They said, "Nigga, you worried about a punk ass credit score? You gonna waste years of your life. You don't want to start. You don't want to become Drake because you got a lease. Shut the fuck up, man. You don't want to become Drake because you got a $30 job." And I actually was with a different woman at that time, and she was an awesome woman, but I had to cut her loose because she thought this Drip Man shit was the foolish shit ever, and that was and she almost had me convinced. That was the greatest shit that I ever could have did was cut her off and say, "Hey, I wish you the best. Bye." You know what I'm saying? And she and whatever happened between me and her happened. Obviously, she was salty, but that opened up myself to Matthew running me up because that opened up my life to find Kitty Ma. Shout out to Matthew. And I'm talking about the girl that I'm talking about cutting off. Like a lot of people would have married them. Like, oh no, like yeah, I should change my life and I should settle down. Shorty, right? I should just come home at 8 p.m. every night. And I shouldn't. Why would I be in the studio when I could be listening to her bitch at me? And she was rich too. You know what I'm saying? With money, I've never been with somebody else like she was like a millionaire. Like so, it's kind of, she almost had me convinced. She over here telling me like my family's proper and don't worry, you're taken care of for the rest of your life. Shout out to Matthew still running up. And I stand and in the voice of my head, and that's how I want to getting like even the job that I was getting and all this shit that I was doing. But in my mind, it was like, you know, because I always been like a Mac. I wouldn't describe myself as a pimp or like a useless boyfriend that drops his girl off at the job. I just always been the kind of nigga where I love you so hard and I make you feel so good and I make sure that I do what I do. I gotta make sure I'm emotionally available for you. And my girlfriends always recognize that. They're like, I gotta make sure he's emotionally available because that's what he's bringing to my life is just making me feel like the sauciest chick, the sauciest woman ever. So they always say, whatever I got to do to make sure that you're in your element, you know what I'm saying, to be able to provide that for me, I'm gonna do. You know what I mean? So that's how Shorty was, literally. She was like a millionaire. Like she over here doing mad crazy shit for me. You know what I'm saying? Mad crazy shit for me. And but like I said, it was just the toxicity of her telling me like, "Hey, you're better than being the Drip Man," and woo woo woo. And one day I just said, "Fuck it," and now look where we at. You know what I'm saying? Almost 26,000 followers on YouTube. We're monetized. We got our own bag. Instagram, you know what I'm saying? We're almost at 50,000, and all of our posts on there are doing 100,000 views. And even more than the numbers, I found y'all. I was like, what? I actually found a community. I actually found a community of people that accept me for who I am. Like I literally can rock dresses, which I like doing. I can paint I can do whatever is like being true to myself. I mean, I don't just mean whatever. Like I would never do no goofy shit. I'm saying I can just be me, and I got y'all to accept me, and then I'm accepting you guys, and like that's worth way more to me than anything. I'll live in a bush for that shit. It's amazing that we are gonna be able to take care of our family and be able to make money. Trust me, I appreciate that. But separate than really what I'm doing this for, I promise you, man. We were doing this every day, getting one view, making $0, and I didn't plan on stopping. I didn't plan on stopping. You know what I mean? So the fact that we blessed like this is, you know what I mean? Uh, so and it feels good, you know, through being a broke ass nigga with $0 to the point where I gotta be like, hey man, let me get $5 for a meal. Through the process of that, it just humbled me and it also showed me my other gifts. It reviewed my other gifts. It said, hey gang, you're worth more than clocking in at a company. You know what I mean? For paper that you're gonna blow on shit that you probably might regret. Spend your time wisely is what that taught me. It taught me that when you spend your time wisely, you the paycheck that you get from that is eternal. The paycheck that you get from spending your time wisely versus getting money and all that is something that will be there forever, and it's bigger than investing in stocks and I got 9 million, because that's the energy that you're gonna think of when you're 60 years old and you're alone and you smiling sitting in your rocking chair. There's people with millions of dollars that are sitting in their rocking chair at 70, lonely and just can't figure it out. But I'm talking about the way that I've been spending my time, and a lot of y'all been spending y'all time. That's something we're gonna smile about. Like, think about how many great stories you have just based off of our interactions, and you smile when you think about them. And you telling your mama or whoever you telling, you smile. You ain't saying it like, man, I can't believe he online. You be laughing, even for my controversial stuff. It's still just entertaining. Like, I'm not out here hurting nobody. One thing that Drip Man's channel will never become is I will never become the kind of celebrity that talks about other celebrities and gossip and I can't believe they do this and that. That was actually something that another creator recommended to me. Like, they're doing millions of views, and I reached out. I said, "Hey, man, I need help on ideas for my long form content, like just in terms of the structure, not the actual content." And they were like, "Oh, you should." They're like, "Drip, look at all the numbers you're doing. You should comment on this person." And I'm like, "That's corny. Like, leave that to them. We got our own energy over here, man, and we ain't gonna do that for money either. We're not gonna sacrifice none of this for money, because, like I said, the happiest I've ever been was living in a bush." I am not lying. So why would I then sacrifice to get a house or a mansion or? And that's another funny thing when people be in my comments talking about, "Hey, Drip, you're doing the humiliation ritual and you're gonna sell your soul to the Illuminati for what? What do I don't like? I don't even have none of those desires. I've been living like a monk. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even have these human, earthly. I have an Amazon chain gang that I'm proud of. Like, I don't. And when I get money, I don't even plan on replacing my cheap ass chains unless the rope breaks or somebody steals it or something. Like, I don't care about money. And all my friends will tell you the reason. Yeah, like, when I have money, I'm broke so fast because, like, here, take it. Like, I don't know what you're going crazy over. Here you go. Like, even my baby mamas will tell you. Like I got two baby mamas who are awesome. I love them. I'm not with them, but there's never been child support or anything like that. Because A, I've always been there for my kids. But number two, because every time I got money, I was just like, here you go. They weren't. They might not even. And I'm not saying like they got their own bag. Let's be clear. Drip Man don't need to carry his baby mamas. Those are some grown women who are saucy and they got their own businesses and all type of shit. But all I'm saying is, like, when it comes to me having money, I still give them money. I'm not arguing with my baby mamas. Hey, don't you gotta? I don't care. Like, here, take this. File them on your taxes. And then another thing too is that one of my baby mamas stayed in a whole nother city, and I got my daughter, every week, and she never wanted to meet me halfway or anything. Did Big Drip complain? No. I more than gladly drove the whole distance, both every single time for years, because I said I didn't want to leave my daughter, and it's unbelievable that I can just go pick her up. I don't care if I got to fly a plane out to fucking Mexico. Like, always. I always been an honorable guy like that, and I do that. I do it actually just because I love my babies. I've seen baby daddies self destruct before, where they're like, "Yo, I just hate my baby mama," and that prevents them from getting the kid. I always looked at my kids like, "There's no way that I can hate your mom more than I love you." I always looked at my kids like, "There's no way that I can hate your mom when I love you." So if I gotta take emotional abuse from your mom, or if I gotta, well, I don't care, gang. As long as I can see you, and as long as my kids know that they got somebody that's fighting for them and that loves them and believes them, and hey, listen, y'all. It was a time from like 2016 to like 2018 where literally I was homeless, like, for real, because I was in between jobs. I didn't know if I wanted to work. I have a new girlfriend every week, living coast to coast. I still got my kids scheduled and had them every. I still had them a week on, a week off. We made it happen. We made it work. It didn't matter what we had to do. It didn't matter what we had to do. I didn't use that as an excuse to call my baby mama. Hey, man, I would try to be a father, but circumstances are. No, I took full responsibility throughout their life. Hey, daddy might be making the choices that he's making, but they ain't finna affect you to the point where you feel like I don't love you. There's so many people out there that make terrible choices and then they allow that to affect their kids or their family. It's kind of like, yeah, it sucks that you are making terrible choices, but why can't you love me? Why can't you put the same effort into me that you're putting into doing whatever you're doing? And I just accepted that I was gonna put effort into what I was doing. And when I did that, I realized I had to love my. Okay, I have to show my kids even more because I know I'm gonna be broke when I show up and get them. Because I do whatever I do, knowing that I'm gonna be broke when I show up and get them means, hey, I'm finna tell the best jokes. Hey, I'm finna praise my kids so hard that they don't even want to. It don't matter. God damn it, I'm finna create some sauce. I used to plan shit out like, hey man, I was gonna do a scavenger hunt. Dad was so broke, god damn it, man, I just was all I can afford is ramen noodles. But I'm like, how can I make it lit? We ain't finna just sit around and complain and oh my god and talk about how bad it is. Like I did when I was a kid. I'll say, hey man, we finna go do a scavenger hunt. You know what I'm saying? And then when my career started taking off, you could watch my music videos. I got my kids in a lot of music videos, and I always used to bring them around these big ass sets and these models and everything because I wanted them to just have the experience of, hey, entertainment is entertainment. A lot of these entertainments actually have college degrees and aren't really ignorant, but the internet thinks that they're ignorant and therefore they want to be like them. I always understood the position of influence that entertainers had. It was important for my kids to be behind the scenes, and so they are still entertained to the same level that a lot of people are, but their brain is able to make the difference of like, oh, these are movies being made. There is real danger out there in being a gangster and being a celebrity. But I just hate that people watch some of these ignorant people that might not really be about that, and you really are believing this shit. And it's just like, but why is that on the forefront anyway? Whether you are a real gangster, and I never understood why that was on the forefront anyway, because yeah, it's entertaining, but again, you just got to realize how much influence we have as entertainers. So just getting back to my babies, yeah, I was always like that. I ain't calling my baby mama, hey, no, they can't come by me. Something that models here. No, yeah, come to. And another thing about me as a baby daddy that my baby mamas respected is, hey, I even when they got boyfriends, I used to tell them, hey, gang, that's your girlfriend. And I'm only here for the kids, but I used to tell them, hey, if you want to go party for 5 weeks or 1,000 weeks, it doesn't matter. Hey, just drop off the kids to me. I wasn't one of them baby daddies that's like, oh my God, you're going to the club now. I ain't getting the kid. No, fuck that. I encourage her to go to the club. I encourage her to get a boyfriend. Hey, do whatever you got to do to make yourself happy. Do whatever you got to do to move on from this because obviously we're not dating anymore. But I tell my baby mama, I say, we're always going to be in a relationship though. I said, the motivations just have changed. I'm not trying to obviously be with you romantically or do all that extra anymore, but I still love you the same. I'm still committed the same. I'm still going to try and work it out the same. I'm still going to contact you every day, every week. I'm still going to tell you that you're beautiful, but I'm not trying without doing anything. I'm going to still give you your space when you need it. And there's times when my baby mama lashes out at me. Now, and again, let me say this. She's perfect. But there's times when she lashes out at me, and instead of me lashing back out at her, I'm very patient. I'm, hey, that's what's up. Now, I'm not saying I'm perfect. I do want to say that I got so many things I need to work on. But I wanted to highlight this part for any baby daddies that are going out there where you have a difficult situation and you're like, yo, I do love my kids, but yo, this is a difficult situation. Just be patient. This is what an alpha male is about. Being an alpha male means, hey, let her grieve to you, let her complain to you. The reason why, and you will never, listen, my baby mamas don't complain online because they do have a way to just tell me I'm a bitch and me being like, okay, no, okay, cool. I'm still finna come get my kid. That's why they don't have to go online and be like, oh, can you believe this nigga's acting like he's too good to admit that he's a bitch? I mean, listen, the reason why me and my baby mamas didn't work out is because I was immature back then. Even though they were great women, I wasn't ready to communicate the way that I do now. And so they have feelings that they have based on some of those situations, and they see how Big Drip rocks. It's not that I move on from them as in they don't care. It's just that I keep it pushing. I move on so quick from every situation because my mom passed away when I was young. I had nobody to hold me. I had to really develop my process for getting over trauma because I didn't really have that healthy outlet. So they stuck me moving on so quick and doing what I'm doing for they ain't matter, but they did. To this day, I tell them you helped build the drip, man. But I think that some of those emotions do bleed into our situation. So even though we have a great one, like I said, sometimes there's leftover residual effects from the past, and I don't blame them for that. I don't complain about it. I let them tell me I'm a piece of shit, and I move on my day and go get my kids. And I hope that makes an impression on any baby daddies. Because listen, it's 2026. Unfortunately, the conventional family is becoming increasingly rare. Like these two family households, and I'm okay with that because actually having more parents involved is better. Like we just got to figure out how to be better parents and better step parents. I think having these two households is very useful because, hey, if we can get to the point with healthy communication, then it can be like, hey, can you go get little drip from soccer practice? We don't have to stress. Hey, can you babysit him on Monday? Hey, I'll take him for those 2 weeks when you're on vacation. We don't need daycare. Hey, Drip, you don't have a job? Because I ain't have a job. Guess what? I was still useful. Drip, you don't have a job? Well, you can babysit the kids all day then. You see what I'm saying? Yes, I can. Like, and if I can't personally do it, yes, I can. I can always do it. I can always do it. Let's just say that I can. I always made time for my babies. It didn't matter if I was trying to pimp, because yeah, Drip Man was a gangster too, and I have my fun and do what I do. But hey, the kids got to be here. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. They got the kids got to be here, but in a healthy way. I never had my kids in the trap. You know what I'm saying? I never had it in the trap, and we ain't gonna have no sketchy characters either. That's why Drip Man was always blessed. Not only have the great people in my life, but I was a Mac. Like, you know what I'm saying? I say that respectfully. Like, it was really easy for me to navigate those positions because it was easy for me to have a new girlfriend every week. And I say that respectfully because I always told them, like, I'm not, like, this is my situation. I got kids, you know what I'm saying? Woo, woo, woo. And then I always loved their shoes off. I always brought value. I always loved their socks off. And I always told them, hey, that's why none of them talk shit either. And they don't be like, oh, he used me. No, I provided extreme value. And whether it was 1 week or 2 weeks, listen, it was great, man. It was great, and I don't want to be there forever, because you got to think there's relationships. Yeah, you're with somebody you love, but there's so many days when you bite your tongue and you got to be upset and mad. I'd rather be with you for one amazing day or one amazing night, and you remember that night with a smile every time you think of me. Then, oh, I hate this nigga, man. I've been with him for 30 years. His breath stink. Shout out to Jaws for sending that. Shout out to Jaws for sending that donation. Jaws said it ain't nothing much. Keep your head up, brother. No, Jaws. Man, that donation was a billion bajillion dollars. That $2 donation was a billion bajillion dollars, Jaws. That means so much to me. And let me give you one reason why it means so much to me. Because really, not a lot of people have been sending donations, even though I just told y'all I'm so broke I can't afford a meal. Even though I'm sitting here pouring my heart out to you, it's almost like nobody cares, which is fine by me. I just told you how I get over those situations, but I'm also an honest person. So it makes you feel like nobody cares, but I'm going to still pop my shit. Now you sending that donation through just actually increased my level ability of like, okay, cool. It doesn't affect my output because I'm gonna love you regardless. That's how big Drip is. Hey, if I need to borrow $20 from you and you tell me no, yeah, I'm disappointed. But like, dog, I still want to kiss you on the cheek and hang out with you all day. I really do. Just know I do need the $20. That's all I'm saying. Like, I'm not gonna argue with you, but yeah. But I'm just saying, if you got the $20 and you didn't give it to me, that sucks. But anyway, what's happening? So anyway, you sending that meant everything. Shout out to Kitty Man in the chat, my baby. Candy Rain, what's happening with it? Thank you, I should say number four. Number four reminds me of Brett Favre. That was my favorite quarterback of all time. Number four. Resist said Trump, probably the troll. I want to say I don't know who Trump is, to be honest with you. I've heard the words Joe Biden before. I don't know none of those names. I promise you, I don't know what that means when people say that. And then they be saying all these weird ass words like Republican or I don't know what none of that means. I really don't know what none of that means. I don't know what that. And then your business just wrote a P word. What does that say? Politiques, politicosos. I never seen that word. I do not know. Can y'all? I don't know what that word means either. Hey, Ruben C just sent a $10 donation. That my heart might melt. I could afford at least 3 boxes. Let me remove that joke because there's no joke that you sent that Ruben C. Is actually not that part. I'm not going to never make no joke when people send money through, whether it's $1 or whether it's $10 like Ruben C. just did. That is no laughing matter. That is something to be very grateful for. I love you, Ruben C. And you are on my A list. Hold on, but let me make a slick, like whatever. Ruben C, you are on my A list. You know what I mean? I think that was appropriate. Thank you, Goopinder. Respect right back to you. And Chris sent a star. The ginger, yeah, son, Gigi, the ginger redheads run the world. I want y'all to know that, man. Obviously, I love Kitty Ma's shoes off, but listen, let me tell y'all about the one that got away. Not in a heartbreaking way, but this girl named Taylor Zaylig. Yeah, I'm gonna put out her name because she was just the most perfect girl ever. We dated for a couple years. She had red hair. That's what made me think of her. And I definitely wasn't ready to have a girlfriend then, even though she was just the sauciest person, the most beautiful person ever. Taylor, if you hear this message, I hope you are living a wonderful and peaceful life. And the couple of times that I do think about you, because I do think about you sometimes, I think about you admiringly and glowingly, and I look upon those times that we had very fondly, with no regrets or anything. So that part. Ruben C. Hey, just sent $20 more. What? I got a headache actually. Like what? Let me take off these hats. And Ernie's running it up. Wow. Oh, we got so many donations going. Shout out to Ernie. Ah. That is so awesome. I'm going to address the money donations after we see how high Ernie runs it up, because Ernie deserves their respect right now, because, like, those fire streaks we having me on Steph Curry hot mode. Wow. And it is still going up. Are you going to join the 100 club of people who send 100 yes at a time? It looks like yeah, still going. Keep running it up, Ernie. Keep running it up. I'm gonna address Ruben C while Ernie runs it up, because that's dope. Ruben C said, "Love you, G. I'm always gonna help you, G." Hey, just that message alone helps me. Thank you, Ruben C. I love you. Ernie's still going. Ernie's still going, and Ernie deserved for Ruben C. and also for Dustin Baker, who sent a big donation. They deserve for y'all to send it at the same time, because Ernie is a legend for sending 148 stars through. Dustin Baker, that $20. Listen, I can't say it enough. It means everything to not only me. I just told y'all I have kids. How y'all think I feed them? With paper. I haven't figured out how to grow vegetables yet. So Dustin Baker, that $20 is everything. Dustin said, "I've been homeless and broken. I appreciate your hustle. Now go get something to eat, sir." Yes. I love you, Dustin Baker. And listen, it sounds like you shared emotionally, obviously, in what I was saying, and you resonated with it. And with you just telling me a couple of lines of your story, like makes me feel warm on the inside, because it sounds, when you say I've been, it sounds like that was a past event. Shout out to you for overcoming. And Ernie Baker is running it up again. Ernie will not be denied. Ernie will not be denied. Ernie will not. And wow, we just got another donation from AD Games. And another one. Ernie, you deserve this. Ernie, you deserve this, because we got a $28 donation and a $50 donation. $80. I'm gonna address both of you guys after we see how high Ernie runs this particular one up, because this is Ernie's second streak, and they deserve all of the attention in this moment. Go Ernie, go Ernie, go Ernie, go Ernie. Oh my gosh, went over 100 twice. Go Ernie, go Ernie. I like that your name's Ernie, because I see that you be Ernie a lot of money. Y'all see what I did there? Because look at it, for you sent over 100. Just wow, yes. I'm over here tongue tied. You know what I mean? And Drip Man don't get tongue tied. Oh my gosh! And Mel sent 100 while Ernie did that. AD Games said, "I want to apologize. I thought you were a goofy and trolled you. As a single dad, after hearing the way you speak about your relationship with your child and your child's mother, I want to say I appreciate your outlook. Stay blessed." AD Games, thank you for sending that while Ernie is running it up. That means a lot to not only me and the gang, but I'm sure it means a lot to Ernie. And your words mean a lot to me as well. Especially coming from somebody, sounds like obviously is in a similar love for their family boat. Means a lot, because you have the experience to be able to decipher between somebody who's genuine in that situation and not. And go Ernie, still running it up. What do you mean we're over 200? What do you mean we're over 200, Ernie? And this is your second run. What are you talking about, Ernie? And you've inspired so many other donations. So these runs mean a lot, because Ruben C sent another 50 while you were doing that. Ruben C, get that dust off your shoulders. All your haters just evaporated in the dust. You know what I'm saying? How high is Ernie going to go? I'm going to read Ruben C's message after we see if Ruben C goes over 300. Dan, thank you for sending that while Ernie is on their legendary streak. Hit the like button and subscribe button if y'all can, please. And help support people like Ernie. Like, make his donation mean everything, because he's about to hit 300. Oh, he did, and they did. What do you mean? They hit 300 and they're still going, running it up. So let me read Ruben C's message. Ruben C said, "This for you, my bruh. I believe in you, dog, and appreciate you. I've been to prison and the streets, my G. Hey man, listen, Ruben C, I'm glad that you are out. Obviously, I'm glad that you're free, and I'm glad you're out the streets. Even though we stay in the streets, I'm glad you out the streets, Ruben C. You're my guy. And you sent that while Ernie's running it up. He's past 350. Will just sent a star to say, Ernie, you're a star. Are you gonna get over 400? Because we got another $50 donation from Ruben C. Also sent two $50 donations while Ernie. Actually, I think they sent more than those two donations. Ernie, look at you are inspiring a lot of people. You are inspiring a lot of people. Ruben C sent another. You know what I mean? The two of them while you've been on your street were over 400 now. Oh my gosh. I feel like an announcer who's announcing a horse race. And Biscuit, Sea Biscuit is he's just man, he's still running. He's still even though the race is over and Seabiscuit has clearly won, they are continuing to run all the way out of Kentucky. That's how legendary they are. Yes, when he's still going, he's made it past Missouri and he's made it past Oklahoma. And Stephanie agrees that this is a tremendous run and will say to yeah. And reading Ruben C's message, he said, I'm gonna bless you, G, and love what you do, dude. Man, thank you. And I'm going to share that sentiment with Ernie because Ernie might go over 500, which actually made Ruben say, wait, another $50 donation. Ruben see, oh my God. Like, I'm going to pass out because is Ernie going to hit 500 while Ruben C sent through a super bag? While Stephanie said, yes, Ernie is. And Ernie did. Ernie is the first member of the 500 Club. Thank you, Stephanie, for sending stars. You guys sent gifts through to Ernie. I'm talking about this is for Ernie to let him know, hey, man, what the fuck are you doing, man? You are going crazy. Ruben C said, I got you, bro. I'm going to bless you. Run it up. Blessings to Ruben C. That's big gang. I probably, my dad, my own father never even gave me $1, never even looked at me. Ruben C, you are my father. Let me get on my Maury Povich shit. Ruben C, when it comes to the paternity of Drip, man, you are the father. Shout out to Ernie. What did you do? You finna go over 600? Hit the sub button. Go Ernie. Go Ernie. Go Ernie. And Ruben C, because goddamn it, you sent like $5,000, and that's in the name of Ernie, because they are now over 600. What I say earlier, Ernie be earning. Retired Young, thank you. Retired Young, this is because of people like you sending me sauce on every live that have the energy to go on here and be able to have Ernie say, fuck it, I agree with Retired Young. Go Ernie. Go Ernie. Go Ernie. Yeah, man, it made me so happy. Y'all see me smiling. I might fuck around and wipe my fake tattoos off. This is unbelievable. You know how in the movies they be like, brr, the drip man goes, and then like, go Ernie, man. Go Ernie, man. Yes. Ernie, it's all about Ernie. Yes. Hey, Ruben C sent another 50 while Ernie approaches 700. Ruben C sent about $10,000 on his chat. I promise you, I feel like tax return time, and I don't even got to lie to my girlfriend and say, let me flip your taxes for you. Ruben Z just say, hey, I'm a motherfucking pimp. Here you go. Hey, Drip, put this shit in your back little girl left pocket and don't steal your friend's dresses out of her closet anymore. You might be able to go up to Goodwill and be able to buy you a couple, $3, $4, $5 dresses of your own and be nice to the people that you stay with so they don't get annoyed with you. Go Ernie. Go Ernie. Oh my gosh, Ernie, like what? Go Ernie, go Ernie. XX Tentacion came back from the dead and said, hi, Drip, man, because Ernie's running it up so high. Oh my gosh, man. Hotspot said, bossed up. I feel like an employee right now, the way that Ernie's paying me. And he said, bossed up. No, I employeed up, and I've never been good at being an employee. I've never kept a job for longer than 4 hours. Shout out to Ernie. Shout out to Ernie. None of your business said, Drip, you're killing it today. No, Ruben C and Ernie are killing it. No, Ruben C and Ernie are killing it. Like Drip Man is over here amazed. Like I'm amazed. Don't congratulate me for my reaction. Congratulate Ernie for being generous. Congratulate Ruben C for being generous. Like this is amazing. Like what other reaction am I supposed to have when there's such amazing generosity? Like shout out to Will for saying Drip. I feel the same. Here goes a star. Like and Will, yes, Will say times whatever because Ernie's gonna go over 900. Ernie's gonna go over 900. Like I can't even count that high. I've never been able to count past these fingers. Like, ain't there seven right here? Like, and we're about to hit 900. I have no concept of what's going on here. Like, I'm gonna have to process this even after I'm done. Kitty Ma is probably gonna wear a really hot outfit for me, and I'm just gonna be staring at the wall thinking about what Ernie did. I'm sorry, Kitty. You're the hottest chick ever. Ernie's out here doing something that's super sexy. We might hit 1,000. I've never seen anybody hit 1,000. I've never seen anybody hit 1,000. Oh my goodness. Let me flex my arms because I feel like I'm in the gym lifting weights right now. Like this is getting heavy. Ernie, this is getting heavy. You putting a lot on me, gang. You putting a lot on me, gang, and this is a good a lot. Like, sometimes your homies call you with terrible news and you're like, damn, that's a lot. I gotta bail you out. Cause no, Ernie's bailing me out, man. Ernie, that's big dog. That's big homie right there, man. Shout out to Ernie and Ruben C made this run so much even more epic if that was possible because they sent so much dough through Ernie. Ernie hit the 1,000 club. Ernie hit the 1,000 club. Can everybody can everybody give it up for Ernie right now? Can everybody give it up for Ernie right now? I gotta bow. Ernie initially sent 150 stars, and then they said, "Nah, let me send 10 times that amount." Ernie, you just hit the 1,000 club, and Ruben C not only sent a lot of money, but I found out that Ruben C is my father, y'all. Hey, hotspot, don't take that personal, gang. Like he said, I said bossed up. You know what that means? No, I don't. I just told you I employed up. Anyway, should I troll him back, y'all? Shout out to Ruben C, though. That's my father, man. You got any problems talking about daddy? That remind me of Lil Wayne. In the chat, sometimes I say I look like Lil Wayne. But anyway, so since they said it, I'm gonna say I'm stunting like my daddy, stunting like my daddy. Talking about Ruben C. Shout out to Flora for saying, "Hey, Ruben, you're big dog." Shout out to Flora for saying, "Ernie, you're big dog." Can we get a whole lot more people congratulating them, please? There's nothing, no way to feel about it other than yes, thank you for the generosity. Like, don't I know there's some people that are like, oh, they did it for drip, man. Like, why would you look at it that way? The energy that they just gave to the universe is big because you gotta understand when people see you donating, it's not about you sending money to a person. It's about them being inspired by your generous acts of kindness. So a lot of times your generous act will inspire you. Okay, cool. If they donate more money, it's cool. But a lot of times that'll inspire them to wake up the next day and go and hug somebody. They'll be like, man, I remember my homie running it up for somebody last night just because they felt like it. That makes you want to hug my mama. And they might not have normally felt that way. That makes somebody want to look in the mirror and say, hey, what can I do for my kids? I literally just saw Ruben C running it up for somebody they never met before. Like, yo, what can I do for my kid? Like, there's no way I can let that nigga be a better friend than I can be a parent. So, and look at Ruben C saying another $20, which I guarantee Ruben C just motivated and inspired 1,000 people. Ruben C said, I love you. And that is, I don't know what that did for people, but that heals my heart. I'm a broken kid with a lot of trauma who just happens to have a great way of expressing it. That pain is still there, but that gets healed every time. I promise you, Ruben C, this ain't no game. The utmost respect, utmost love, man. Utmost respect, utmost love, man. And I'm gonna go ahead and say it one more time, slowly. Utmost respect, utmost love, man. Ernie, you deserve the same shit, Ernie. Ernie, I hope you still watching, Ernie. I know you ain't fucking think I wasn't gonna do that for you, Ernie. Stop fucking playing with me, Ernie. Utmost love, Ernie. Utmost respect, Ernie. Ernie, I know you don't think I'm not gonna be as extra. I'm gonna be as extra as I am for my dog Ruben. Ernie, Utmost respect. Utmost love. Let me do it one more time because then I did it with my dog Ruben, right? Ernie, one more time. Let's run it back. Utmost love. Utmost respect. And Ruben, I just put it down for Ruben. Ruben could have, this is Ruben's thousandth donation on this very chat. Ruben could have sent Drip Man 50 cents and lied, not lied to himself, but been like, yeah, I changed. He would have actually changed my brother. That sounds stupid. I don't even know how to frame this right now because it's just unbelievable what Ruben said. So I'm not even gonna give y'all an example or nothing. I'm just gonna say, Ruben, I fucking love you times 1,000,000. Because actually, I don't even have a comparable simile for this situation. Ruben, see what you're doing right now is unprecedented. Never happened in history. Like for real. Tremendous. Tremendous. Shout out to Nanya Beeswax. Shout out to Retired Young. What people like Nanya Beeswax and Retired Young do for Drip Man means just as much as a Ruben C, just as much as an Ernie, just as much as an unknown XZ4, just as much as a Gold Chain one, just as much as a Big Ner. Shout out to Colin because Colin said who else? I'm talking about just as much as a She Might Be. Hey, a Glock Boy Fendi Gamer means just as much. It means a lot to see Glock Boy Fendi Gamer in the comments because Glock Boy Fendi and me, well, let's just say we had a minor disagreement and we stated our opinions. We didn't even come to an agreement, but we're still loving each other. Shout out to Ernie. Shout out to Ernie came right back. I'm about to cry. And I want to say this about Fendi. You a real person for that because Drip Man preaches that I don't want us to agree on everything, but I do want us to come back and love each other, especially when we don't agree. Shout out to Ernie. And I respect your opinion too, by the way, Glock. Shout out to Ernie came right back, y'all. Like everybody just spam the chat for Ernie. Everybody spam the chat for Ernie. Spam the chat for Ernie. Spam the chat for Ernie. And y'all, yes, I'm a boss y'all around. Y'all better subscribe to Ernie. Thank you, Adrian, for the gift. On behalf of Ernie, y'all better subscribe. I don't know if Ernie makes content. I don't know what they do. I don't give a fuck. Let's make Ernie the first motherfucker with the most subs with no content. If they don't, I don't know if they do. With respect to you, Ernie, I see you're still running it up. We gotta go out of our way to make Ernie feel special, y'all. Please spam the chat. If the haters can get people to spam the chat, L or all that weird shit, Drip Man should be able to get the chat to spam for Ernie. That should be automatic, y'all. Go crazier for Ernie. I gotta see Ernie's name right now. I need to see I'm talking about like spell their name. I'm talking about yeah, like AD Games. Like come on, y'all. Like give it up. Give it up for Ernie. Like type his name. Like I'm gonna thank you, T Walk. Thank you, none of your business. Like I'm gonna go crazy if I don't see more of Ernie's name. Thank you, Glock Boy. Thank you, I'm there real stick, man. I'm gonna go crazy if I don't see more of Ernie's name. And Josh then not only is putting their name, but they are sending a donation. Thank you, Dustin Baker. Thank you, Half Stack. Glock Boy again. Thank you, Chris Mills say big Ernie. Ernie, you earning your name out here. Thank you. But this my inside voice said Ernie too. Ernie, we are recognizing what you're doing. Justin is still recognizing what you're doing too. Justin is still recognizing. Listen, he ain't saying that through me. That Justin said, Ernie, you are the real Drip Man. Thank you, Ruben C. Ruben C's doing it for Ernie too. Appreciate y'all. Kate Breton. Yeah. I appreciate y'all, man. Give it up for Ernie, man. I want this to be the greatest moment, at least today week. And Jostin, I love you, Jostin. I want Jostin, I love you. Thank you, Jostin. Thank you, Jostin. Let me praise you too, Jostin. While Ernie hits 300 again. Thank you, Jostin. Now, Ernie, let's talk about their backstory on this chat. Yeah, 300 over 300 now, and let's see how high they go. If you're new to this chat, Ernie just did 1,000 stars like 14 seconds ago, and before that, they did I think another 500, if I remember correctly. It's been so many damn numbers. This is their third legendary streak of the chat. Thank you, Colin Hunter. Big shout to Colin Hunter. Big shout to Colin Hunter for saying, "Damn, Ernie, you raw." Because Ernie, before Ernie, I don't think we had anybody go over 500 gifts in the chat. Ernie's gonna go over 500 twice and send 1,000. Wow. Thank you, Dustin Baker, for saying that is clutch because that is clutch. I just told you my ribs are clapping together. We out here. And Ruben C is such a humble person, right? That he sees Ernie running it up, and Ruben C, the millionaire bajillionaire, and not only money Ruben C, but the millionaire bajillionaire in spirit and generosity Ruben C, said, "Hey, let me give it up for Ernie too." Man, Ruben C is built different, man. I love Lucy said, hey, Ernie and Ruben C are built different. Colin said Ernie and Ruben C are built different, man. They like, what? Keep going, Ernie. Ernie. Ernie, man. Ernie, man. Ernie, man. Dustin Baker said Ernie, yeah. Black Boy Fendi said Ernie, yeah. Colin said Ernie, meow. You know what I mean? Ernie, meow. You know what I mean? Ugh. On everything. Yeah, but Dustin Baker said Ernie, Colin Hunter said, Melissa Johnson, I love you. Melissa Johnson be running it up with love, just like how Ernie's running it up with the stars. Melissa Johnson does it in love. I love you, Melissa Johnson. Half Stack said, damn, Ernie. Ernie, come on, Ernie. I know people say "damn Ernie" all the time because you are an impressive person, but you got to be feeling good over there with people saying, "Hey, damn Ernie," and people being like "Big Ernie," you know what I mean? And Ruben C being like "Drip and Ernie," you know what I'm saying? Drip and Ernie, you know what I mean? Come on, gang, doing it real big, man. Shout out to Adrian, sent through the hand, and then we got a gold coin from I Love Lucy again. They say Ernie, this is too crazy, man. I mean, you are making people open up the checkbooks that would be like, nah, they're doing it for Ernie, man. Let's do this for Ernie, man. Ernie, man. Ernie. Ernie. Shout out to Colin for sending a star. Colin Hunter's donation reminded me that Colin is a hunter for real. You know, the hunter gatherers out there that, you know what I'm saying? Colin will hunt and gather some shit and send stars. Go Ernie. Go Ernie. And again, Ruben C. We got to put it down for Ruben C. Again, Ruben C. Ruben C's in his own Hall of Fame. Shout out to Ernie, still going crazy. I just said Ruben C is in their own Hall of Fame. I might go look if Ruben C shows me what they look like because I was gonna say I'm gonna go find out what they look like. That's weird. They send me a picture of you. Basically, I want to put a poster on my wall of Ruben C. Is what I was trying to say. Thank you, Half Stack, for showing Ruben C love. Diligent hugs. Ernie, I'm gonna give Diligent a hug while you keep running it up, and you just got past 700 again. Ernie's the shit. Diligent here. Shout out to Colin. Colin is the shit, and I love that Colin has been continuously sending things through while Ernie's running it up because Ernie's shouldn't have to carry the load themselves. Let's continue to make this moment legendary for Ernie. Ernie's gonna tell this story, you know, with a glowing smile. He's gonna feel good about it. He's gonna feel even better, being like, "Yo, not only did I run Drip Man up, who's broke, like I basically donated to a homeless person, but I also had a whole bunch of people recognizing me and really treat me like the king that I am." Ernie gonna look in the mirror and be like, I'm big Ernie, and you deserve that. I swear to God, and I'm saying all this shit from the bottom of my heart because y'all know we all have those moments with ourselves when we feel so good about ourselves and we looking in the mirror, we popping our collar and we're like, yo, you know that? And those moments feel good because we all have those down moments and those down times where we don't feel good about ourselves. And that makes those moments even more meaningful. And Ernie, I hope that's what this moment is doing for you. This moment means a lot to me because of what I'm imagining it's doing for you. The love, man. Keep showing Ernie love. Appreciate it, Monkey. Appreciate it. They sent Red Hot Chili Peppers because Ernie about to burn the building down. You know what I mean? Ernie about to burn the building down. What am I talking about? Y'all see him outside. Ernie already burnt down the building. Holy shit. I didn't even realize it. That's how cold Bernie is. Like, what is you talking about, man? Ernie, man, this is incredible. It's hard to describe a act of generosity that you've never witnessed before. And so, Melissa Johnson, you sending that Ruben through means a lot because Ruben's generosity on top of Ernie's is just incredible. Oops, I flipped my screen around because it was warming up. You know what I mean? Thank you, Candy Sugar, for saying Kitty Ma is the best. Because I'm gonna go ahead and say, yeah, love you, Kitty. Ernie, we're almost to 1,000 again. Uh, that's right, guys. Again, I'm talking about Ernie could build. He just built me a mansion of stars. There's no way you can't convince me I'm not a star. When Ernie just sent three separate donation of not only hundreds but two of a yeah, 1,005. I'm very humble. Thank you, Nanya Beeswax, for putting the sauce in the comments. Listen, I don't know how other people react to it, but I imagine that there might be other people who would brag about that and be like, "Yeah, I'm the shit." I don't feel that way. I feel tremendously humbled. It makes me want to reflect, and it makes me want to say, "Hey, it makes me want to hop into my time machine and go find my old self and say, hey, keep holding on like I already know you will, but keep holding on, gang. I promise you, it's all worth it." And it actually was worth it. Shout out to Steven the Mo and Snow guy. Run him up. It just warms your heart when the universe said, "Trust me, I'm gonna take care of you," and then it happens. Especially because we've all had people that have failed us, but the universe never will. That's word to Noob X Fusion. Let me tell you about Noob X Fusion. You've heard of nuclear fusion. Nuclear fusion is not even 1/100th the power of a Noob X Fusion. Noob X Fusion be on every chat, every post, dropping bombs that are equivalent to the sun's energy. Noob X Fusion, your fusion is truly provided the photosynthesis that has allowed me to develop into a flower. I love you. And it's very fitting that Melissa Johnson put hearts underneath that because, hey, I don't care, guys. I know I talked about Melissa Johnson before. Hey, you're going to hear about her again because I always see Melissa Johnson's name and then I see it again and then I see it again. Now, put an exponential number next to that and just know that that's not even half of it. I love you, Melissa. Hello, Big Lonely. Listen, Big Lonely. Lonely no more. Do it big. Ruben C. That's my father, y'all. My daddy. Love you. You the man. Uh, Istabai said fake jewelry. And yes, and I'm proud to say my friends are real. Like Ruben C., Melissa, uh, and Ernie. But my jewelry is fake. There are people in the world that will tell you the opposite, and that's what makes you want to drop a tear. They will say, "Hey, I got all the money in the world, real chains, 1,000 cars, big house, but I don't know if I have any real friends." And they are upset about that. And so I feel deeply grateful that the opposite is true for me. And my fake chains are really to contrast and help me to appreciate my friends even more. Hey, listen, a lot of us are in advantageous financial situations to the point where when people do things for you, you can't properly appreciate them because in the back of your mind, you might be thinking, hey, I could do that for myself. And so it hits a little bit different when you don't have that attitude. As far as the kind of person that I am, generously speaking, I run on the principle of I'm doing this for me. I'm kind and generous to people for me. So no matter what happens or it comes to our relationship, there's a lot of feelings that would happen, but I never have ever felt regret for kindness that I've given to people. There's definitely been people that have stabbed me in the back that I turned around and said, "Hey, you don't have two knives? Just make sure you give me a kiss before you leave." Like, there's been people that have said, "Hey, Drip, you're the greatest of all time," and I said, "Fuck you." I said that to illustrate the fact that your energy should not be dependent upon the world's actions. You should love with no cause. You should never hate. But if you are going to challenge things, hey, just let them know how you come, and it can't come from an ignorant place. You can't look at people like, hey, he donated $1 million, so I'm going to look past the fact that he's a piece of shit. Fuck their money. I'd rather highlight a broke ass nigga like myself who gave me one compliment that I thought about a week later than somebody that built my house. Having said that, it certainly means more than the world that people like Ruben C. and Ernie, and people like Colin Hunter, people like Big Nerm, people like Unknown, people like Gold Chain, J.K. Nokel, Romeo Foxtrot. Certainly means something different. People that do send through those donations, and I'm able to feed my family, obviously. So, but everybody deserves that recognition. She might be. I didn't see her in this chat, which is very rare. She might be more dedicated than me, but I would be remiss not to mention her in a chat, just in case she watches this. She might be. I affectionately thought about you this whole time in a very compassionate way, a very admiring and loving way. So I appreciate everything you do. Nunya Beeswax. Why do I love Nunya Beeswax so much? It's none your business, but I'm gonna tell you anyway, because they are saucy and supportive. I can only imagine what your personality is like, Nunya Beeswax. I can only imagine. And my imagination is wonderful. Melissa Johnson again. Cesar's, hey, Cesar's in the chat said, "How was the bridge? It was dope." Hey, Cesar, if you do get a chance, rewatch the live rows on the bridge. Even the police, a group of police officers came up to me and we're like, "Hey, Drip, man, damn, that's really you. Can we get a picture with you?" And it warmed my heart. I'm like, damn, even them. And I say that respectfully, like they were definitely fans of Drip, man. I say that very humbly, and I say that to fully contextualize this moment. Says, "Oh yeah, it was really special to be down there." And there was a bunch of other reactions, obviously, because whatever. Love you, Cesar. A little bit of background about Cesar speaking. Speaking of Cesar, just so y'all know, that's Cesar speaking from the east side. You know what I mean? He's from the same city as me. And I would say that's my motherfucking brother, man. Just because of he always showed me love. Cesar's a well-respected person out in our city. People when you hear Cesar speaking name, you ain't never heard no bitch ass shit. Like it's always just like, hey, that's a real ass nigga. And so, you know, the fact that he just always showed love and at the very least respect towards a Drip man makes me agree with the consensus about him, man. Show him some respect for sure. Sean Mariani said, "How many sips did you have tonight?" I'm glad you asked. I do not consume alcohol. I do not, and I love going out to the club and just being the life of the party, and people being like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, I'm completely sober. I always love to give credit to the universe for my energy. Um, I love when I feel like shit and still doing what I do. It's impressive to me. There's a different type of satisfaction from that. I know that a lot of people get high because they're like, man, I'm just not feeling myself. I encourage you to smile when you're not feeling yourself and be like, yo, this is an opportunity for me to learn more about myself. I've never learned more about myself than like what I just said. Like then when I was broken and I was still like, yeah, okay, no, I am broke. I'm gonna be broken, but I'm gonna, do whatever I'm still gonna dance in the middle of the street. You learn a lot about yourself. Um, that part. Shout out to 80 Games. 80 ain't playing no games. Um, Pitbull Princess. I appreciate the troll. I do want to read that comment. They say he split from his girl Kitty Ma because he took her matching chain off her. Uh, I do have Kitty Ma's chain on me, and the reason is because well, we don't live together, so obviously she has a separate life sometimes. Cry sauce, but that's also healthy, by the way, guys. I encourage you to allow your partner to have their own life. Not allow, but give them space. Anyway, but I be having like her chains and wear her clothes sometimes because I miss her so much, and like I just have my own way of missing her. I just want to be in her skin all the time because she's just the most fabulous, gorgeous being. I wouldn't even describe her as a woman. She's the most fabulous, gorgeous being ever, and like I just want to wear her clothes. And like I like she would never give me her chain, but I convinced her because I was gonna start crying. And what's awesome about being with her is that I'm the crier. We will be going through like you know what I mean, just a moment, you know what I mean, like some sentimental shit. Now, me and her never argue, by the way. We don't argue, so I'm not saying cry over that. I'm saying we'll have a sentimental moment where we'll hug or we'll think about the past or whatever. I'm the crier. You know what I mean? I'm such a big crier that sometimes Kitty might be like, "Damn, like should I fake tears or what?" Like nigga, you over here sobbing, and all I said was, "Your shoes are orange." You know what I mean? And the reason why I'm a crier is because I feel life so deeply. I'm such a passionate and emotional person about everything I do. I'm so passionate about every single moment, and I enjoy feeling life. You know what I mean? And because of that energy that comes off, I just cry my ass off sometimes. You know what I mean? Whatever, get over it. And I also learned that from my mama too. I never seen somebody so gangster like my mama. She'll completely break down and cry, and then wipe her tears and be like, "Yeah, I'm finna go ahead and go make $1 million." And I was like, "Oh, maybe she is able to move on so quickly because she just lets the energy out." There's so many people that are like, "Man, I can't cry, I can't do that, I can't do that," and then I don't know what happens, but I think unhealthy things happen from that. So I'm not saying you have to be a crier. I'm just saying I encourage you to express your emotions. Who gives a fuck? Shout out to Grouchy Guy. I love you, Grouchy Guy. You are everything. Mark Murray said behind you, which is a common troll. And even if there was a group of goons behind me, they know that even if they attempted to do anything, they would physically dematerialize into unicorn dust. And I would sprinkle their unicorn dust on my horn, and I would give you guys love with it. I appreciate that, Gladys Rivers. You're awesome. What type of American are you? So I do reside in America. I was born in America, and I think those things make me considered an American to other people. But I don't even consider myself a resident of Earth. I do not claim a nation or a nationality or nothing goofy. I believe that those invisible arbitrary lines are ridiculous. Like when people say, "Hey, why are Mexicans in our country to live a better life?" Like our country, I just humans are just you come up with the word. It just sounds preposterous. Like, what do you mean I can't go across this invisible line for a better job and to feed my family? And then people care more about the fact that you're going across an invisible line than the fact that your family's starving. Like nobody cares about that. I'm just like, yeah, okay, man. And then they're always like, oh, well, a bunch of thugs are over here coming over here, and I'm just like, what about the thugs that are already here? Like, yeah, these thugs are coming over. Like, the world is full of thugs. Like, have you seen the leaders of countries? Like, they're thugs. Like, they get mad and drop bombs and kill millions of people. Like, you guys love thugs. Like, you just elected a person who has 90 felonies. Like, you love thugs. Like, your favorite rapper's a thug. Like, thug life, Tupac. Like, but now it's a problem because somebody wants to travel 50 miles and eat a banana that might not be contaminated. You guys gotta, like, I was gonna say you guys gotta look in the mirror, but like, that bitch might crack. It's ugly what y'all got going on. Kitty Ma, love you. Kitty Ma, I pretty much just talked about how much I love you this whole time. I told people that I have your chain on because I miss you so much that I need to wear your articles to remember you. So Melissa Johnson says agree. Thank you. I think that's why me and Melissa Johnson like get along so well. Other than us both being the most beautiful people in the world, philosophically we um, are similar. I love it. And then Kitty Ma takes my clothes too, which she's the one who just busted herself out. We wear each other's clothes. We love each other. Elliot said, I saw Dripman at the gay bar. Yeah, I was at the gay bar last night. As a matter of fact, I was live streaming the whole thing. I had my chat with me. And I was wearing a dress at the gay bar as well. And like I said, it was on live stream. Um, yeah, I mean, so what, dude? Why would, especially if you're not gay, which I don't answer questions about my sexuality. But especially if you're not gay, why would it being a gay club prevent you from going there? Like, I don't. I'm not saying okay, go out of your way to go, but I'm saying like if that was an option and everything else lined up, and the only thing about it was a gay club, why would that prevent you from going? Especially if you're a straight male. I don't get it. But whatever, it's fine. Look, Elliot had to definitely make sure. Hey, I was passing by on the street. No, you were in the club. I was also in the club. We were both in a gay club. Let's get over it. Hey, and since all knows, because since all Green Bay niggas know, like for some reason the police always shut down all the hip hop clubs, and even though Excess doesn't play good music, like it's still is you can dance there. So right, Noob, what Noob just said, hey, Drip Man's a real man, so you can go to a gay club and not feel a way about it. And that's why I said I had it on live stream, and I was wearing a dress in there. Like how that's a very secure man. Thank you, Nunya Beeswax. Uh, exactly, and that's why Nunya Beeswax. I want to get it to the point where we're not even saying, "Well, gay people deserve love." Like, why are we even labeling them? We all deserve love. Like, of course they do. Like, let's just stop labeling them and saying that group deserves love, and just let them a part of the family, and let's stop calling them gay people. They're just people. That's what. And just the other day, I posted a fucking video about me where I'm like, "Yo, every man has a gay crush." And then I said, "Yo, I have a crush on Jeffree Star." First off, because Jeffree Star is hot. Like I don't care whether you're any sexuality, you can admit another man is attractive. But I also posted I thought it was important because whether you think I'm straight or gay, I just think it's important for straight men to like make it easier for our gay brothers and just come on and say, yes, it's healthy to think other men are sexy. I do think that's healthy. Like you don't doesn't mean you want to go to the bedroom with them. Like even if you did, that's your choice. I don't know. Dude. I have no idea. That's your choice. I don't care. But I'm just saying though, like let's just change the energy and the perception because I know you guys are always like, oh, don't influence our kids, but like you got to be real. There's people out there that just want to be themselves, and I think it's more important to provide a safe place for people to be themselves than it is to restrict people and tell them something's wrong. Like did you realize there's tigers in the jungle that eat fucking helpless baby mammals? Like the world doesn't know what wrong is. It's not up to you. Like just let people be tigers and eat baby cubs. Like like who cares, nigga? Like who cares? Like, who cares? And then there's a lot of people that like and it's fine. Again, I'm not even bothered. I'm just kind of analyzing this, but there's a lot of people that judge, and I don't know if they really think that their opinion matters or not. And it's funny because a lot of times they'll get offended when they realize their opinion doesn't matter, but they will be pleased when they find out that they fucked up your day from their opinion. Like your opinion doesn't matter, and I encourage the people that are hated on or have that in their life to stop giving power to words, like, and let those haters know how pathetic they are by you know what I mean? Just laughing. Like when I wear a dress and they call me a name, I'm like, oh, okay, thank you, and just move on my day. Like I make it awkward for them, and I don't even remember them a second later. Now imagine if I got twisted out of shape every time somebody was like, oh, you're not a gangster, you're not from the hood, oh, you're not like. Who cares? I ain't nothing to prove to you, nigga. Like I know if I open up my fucking phone book, like well, anyway, I don't even want to even talk about my personal life. Who cares? All I'm saying is I don't have nothing to prove to nobody, gang. I ain't nothing to prove to nobody. So Sean Ward said, "Yeah, I don't believe you on that one, on that part straight up." Good, Sean. I actually encourage people not to believe anything that I say because my whole philosophy is we need to question everything that comes out of humans' mouths. And even though I don't claim to be a human, I am filtering my godliness through a human medium, and so there are times when that filter can provide some bias, and so I encourage you not to believe anything I say. Sean Mariani said, God is watching you too. The universe exists in the trees and the breeze and the birds. The universe does not watch you, it feels you. And make sure that the ground shakes when you walk. Shout out to Mac Earn, said, how was Candyland? That was my favorite board game. How did you know? Hey, look at Ruben C going brazy on randomness. Hey, random 87, you ain't finna escape Ruben C. And Ruben C's the nicest, kind, most generous person I know. So for you to be in Ruben C's wrath, you have messed up, buddy. Serenit Pretty. I don't know how to say that the first part, but Serenity. Oh, Serenity. Serenity. Okay, Serenity Pretty too. Serenity Pretty number one to me. Said you're cute. How old are you? Thank you for calling me cute. I prefer the word shy, buddy. And I am a 100 years old. Yes, I am 100 years old. Gene said, "Do you wash the makeup off every night?" No, actually, I usually go to sleep with it because I normally work as far as live streaming and making content, editing, and there's a lot of other functions I do because I do not have employees or a team. I usually work probably like 28-hour shifts, 36-hour shifts, and a lot of times the only reason why I sleep is because I happen to be sitting in a chair and I close my eyes for 1 second, and all of a sudden it's 6 hours later. Otherwise, I don't sleep. I be on go because I first off I just love doing it, and I don't think about anything else. But number two, I don't want to say I owe it to you guys, but I feel indebted to you guys. We got over 300 people with paid memberships, and we got all these new people, thousands and thousands and thousands of people on our page, and I just want to make sure it's worth it for you guys. Drip Man does promise a lot of things, and I want to make sure that I'm over delivering. When we live this world that we live in, people over promise and under deliver. I want to be an example of solid promising and over deliver. Chain Breaker said, "But whoever believes in him will not perish but have everlasting life." Um, People are worried about existing through the eyes of a human. I think when they talk about everlasting life, and that's not what the universe is promising. I know some people call the universe God. That's fine. The universe is saying when your physical container reaches the soil, like it's going to nourish the flowers, and you're going to live. And those flowers are gonna, gonna affect the bees, and then the bees are gonna affect what they do, and you're gonna live a much happier existence in that way. The earth is a very powerful organism, and humans are actually the lowest vibration, actually of this physical existence. There are animals that exist in such a higher vibration that they don't need to communicate with words. They know how to navigate the planet without using compasses. They know how to communicate with, what I mean, far and wide. They know when the rain is coming without using these $1 million machines. They can sense when the storm is coming. They don't need cars to travel. There are animals that can run 100 miles an hour. Plants, you know what I mean? There's entire forests that burn down and then they regenerate with better fruits. Just the world is amazing, and it's a lot more amazing than humankind. Humankind is not humans aren't amazing at all, and that's why I think this existence as humans is meant to teach us a lot. We think we're the most important creatures, and we think we're so smart and intelligent, but I think that we're probably the least intelligent as far as the physical beings of the universe. Even the most grand philosophers like myself, Because even though I feel like I transcend humanism in a lot of ways, just being in this container, I think predisposes us to a lot of ignorance, and I think we have to accept that. I don't think that we should should not accept it. I mean, we should definitely continue to keep evolving and so on and so forth, and continue a lot of the mechanisms that we're doing now. But I don't think that we should deny the fact that just being in this human container automatically disposes us to ignorance. It does. Thank you, Pitbull Princess. And I've accepted that. That's why I do whatever I want to do. I'm not going to be ignorant for somebody else. I'm going to be ignorant for myself. And if you consider me wearing dresses and loving people as ignorant, like good, because I'm not going to be ignorant and working for a company that's laughing at you when they have these $1 billion dinners. That's what they're doing every time they pull out their bottom lines and they say, "Hey, the company made 10 billion, but we were able to cut 1,000 employees. Guess what? We gave them $1,000 deductibles to cut five." They're laughing at us, so I'm not gonna go and be ignorant and act like they're not just because I need a roof and walls. Like, no, what? They're gonna kick you out of those roof and walls as soon as you don't work for that ignorant person that's laughing at you sacrificing valuable time with your family. So yeah, Drip Man will lay in a bush and look at the sky and kiss a flower. Like the other day, I kissed the flower and I took it on a date. You know what I mean? Because I was thinking like, dog, I wonder if anybody's ever took a flower on a date, and then I felt sad for the flower because I was like, what do you mean this flower will never feel the pleasure of being on a date? You know what I mean? And then I went and I you know. Told the flower was beautiful. I put it in the passenger seat. I buckled it up. And believe it or not, it was the most expensive date that I ever been on. You know what I mean? That flower ate like crazy. You know? Told the best jokes. You know? It's crazy. Walked the flower up to the door, and she was a class. He was a classy lady. He said, "Drip, have a nice night." Shook my hand and closed the door. And that was that. And then your beeswax. The hitman, yes. A Sam Booty said, "Are you a girl?" Yeah, yeah, duh. You don't see all this slight body shit going on. You don't see my girl outfit going on, gang? Come on, gang. I got a girl. How much more obvious do I need to make it? I'm wearing a girl shirt. Yeah, I'm a girl. Man. Who does my hair? That's what Gene asked. Kitty Mod does. Sean Mariani said, "Your girlfriend knows that you need a makeover and is afraid of your look. Make a change and get together. She will move on. She's worried about your well being." First off, obviously, all that's incorrect. But number two, I want to let you know um, you should never attach yourself to anybody, and you should never be fearful of them leaving. Like, as a matter of fact, you should like tell them bye before they leave. Like, it doesn't matter how great they are, who they are, and I don't say that jadedly. I say like your power and your energy must reside inside you. You always gotta feel like, hey, like what? I'm happy you're here, gang, but like what the fuck are you like? No, like no, I'm gonna put on more tattoos, and I'm gonna still appreciate you for your time, but I'm gonna go spend my time with a tree, because the tree doesn't ever look at me and criticize me. You know what I mean? Be around people that love you, man. If I and Kitty Ma supports me unconditionally, so I'm not even gonna use her for this example. But if I was dating Brenda, you know what I mean, and she was giving me apples and oranges and see, actually, what am I doing? Shout out to the people that were in the chat since 2 hours ago, but I actually gave a real life example of the woman I was dating. And she's awesome and perfect, but like she didn't accept me for who I was, so I said bye. I will never change for anybody, and I'm gonna be 100 with you because I got 3 kids and I love them all. They're perfect. I would die. I wouldn't die for anybody. I would live for a person. That's the highest honor I can do. I would live for them. I would make a lot of sacrifices. But my youngest daughter, who's been my best friend, I'm talking about she's my best friend, and I'm brokenhearted still, but she hasn't wanted to kick it with me in like probably going on like 8 months and stuff. And a lot of it has to do with my tattoo. You know what I mean? Obviously, I'm famous, and so her friends found out. So a lot of them love me, but some of them probably tease her. So she's like, "Dad, like, yo, I'm not gonna kick it with you unless you take off these tattoos and you change." type shit. And like that's very respectable and admirable. I told her I respect you, I love you. Like I would never say that she's unreasonable for asking. But I didn't even change for her. I looked her in her eyes and I said, "Baby, it's important that I spend time with you, and it's gonna break my heart. And I'm still gonna text you every day because I got a cell phone bill for her that I pay, and I do still text her every day until I love her. But I said I am not gonna wipe out my tattoos for you. I'm not gonna stop doing it. And that means you're not here. Then I'm gonna be brokenhearted, I guess. And she said, well, why won't you? And she's young, so I know she understood. But I said, hey, baby, one day you are gonna grow into your own person, and I guarantee you that some people are gonna have some feelings about it. And I want to be an example for you of how even if people that you love reject you, you can still love yourself. You do not have to demean yourself and not love yourself because your daughter doesn't want to hang out with you. Hey, just be brokenhearted at the fact she don't want to kick with you, and then motherfucking go put a dress on and say, well, fuck it, I guess whatever comes with this comes with it. And just be so dedicated to yourself and love yourself so much that at least when I'm laying on my deathbed, she gonna be like, yo, that was a bad motherfucker though. You know what I mean? Like he ain't never fold, not even to me. Like my daddy going or my daughter going, hey, she always gonna respect me, and that means more to me than me folding and being a bitch. And 5 years from now, she's just looking at me like, I ain't finna listen to this lame ass nigga. Like he literally folded to me. Like she needs to see what an alpha male is too. An alpha male ain't somebody where his girl says, "Hey, you need to change," and he just folds like a bitch when he doesn't want to. And then B, the other thing is, if he doesn't want to change, an alpha male is still gonna love you. Alpha male still gonna love your socks. So alpha male ain't finna be like, "Oh, you punk ass," and make you feel wrong for you having a different feeling than him. He's gonna emphasize that difference is gonna bring us closer, baby. So now, whenever my daughter gets over it, because she will, because I'm not, you know what I mean? Because I keep reaching out. Whenever she gets over it, she's gonna just be like, I'm just glad I got my space, versus it being toxic, and not only you get not getting your space, but now you have these negative thoughts when you just needed to run through the gauntlet. What up, Blondie? Blondie said, "Drip life, yeah." What up, user? And part of being a parent too, especially when you're a parent, we don't want our kids to go through heartbreak. However, by not allowing them to work through those situations in a healthy environment, we're robbing them of the opportunity to have these skills later on in life that are going to allow them to become the prosperous, emotional individuals that we need them to be. We do need to let them go through those situations, but we don't need to be no "I told you so" kind of people. We need to be the kind that are like just asking them questions. I do not like parents that act like they know everything just because you've been through it. Oh, I've been through that before. So what? You might have did it wrong. Work through it with your kid, and let's both start talking out loud. That's what I do a lot of times with my kids. And sometimes I want to parenting them and giving them advice that I didn't even know I knew because we worked through it together. And I'm like, and then I'm always honest with them, like, yo, I don't even know if I would follow it. I just think this is something I should say. And there's sometimes when they give me parenting advice, like I promise you, and I'll be like, yo, and my kids, and I don't listen to goofy shit. But I'm saying like they really have some good. Like there was a time when I had this one girlfriend. Shout out to my kids for being patient because I've had a million girlfriends, but I had this one girlfriend that my youngest daughter really liked. And there was a situation where me and this awesome woman got into an argument, and Kinsley just touched my arm and said, "Hey, Dad, like you need to calm down. Like you know what I mean? Like you're just expressing too many ideas at one time." And she's really intelligent like that. Like even as like a 7 or 8 year old kid, she would say things like that to me. Like she wouldn't be like, "What the fool?" She'd be like, "Hey, you're kind of expressing to me ideas. It's hard for her to follow. Like just take a break." And I was like, "Oh, thank you." Shout out to Jefferson. And it's important for my daughters to see me in those situations too, where things might get heated because it gets heated with everybody sometimes. For them to see a man walk away and then come back. A lot of times we see those situations happen and people use that as an excuse to break the family up more. Like, oh well, if this bitch went to did this, I want to. Or even women do it too. Oh no, let's get mad, get upset, disagree. Let's walk away and let's come back and hug in front of the kids. And yes, let's allow shout to Jefferson. Yes, let's allow the kids to see us argue also, but let's allow them to see us make up so that they can have a great illustration, how things are supposed to be. Like, let's not hide this shit from them. Like, that's how people grow up and be confused because they're like, I just don't know. And people aren't bad people. People just don't know how to navigate those situations because they're being educated by ignorant people. Because nowadays, I got this issue with this word smart or intelligent and dumb. People want to prove that they're smart so bad that I can't explain it. People don't want to admit that they don't know things. And I don't know why people are afraid to be called uneducated or even dumb. Who cares? Let's just keep learning. There is no smart. Like, those are illusions for slaves. Like, those words were literally invented for slaves. They said, hey, if you know all of the words that we're teaching you and all of the philosophies we're teaching you, then you're smart. If you don't understand all the slaves I'm trying to give you, you're dumb. And then they attach these associations with it. I just don't think that the most successful people in the world would consider themselves smart because they're always in a state of learning. You're always be very wary of people that call themselves experts. You're not. Everything evolves. I mean, you got to think about the state of science. And I hate science. I don't believe in science, but whatever. You got to think about the state of science 100 years ago. Like, they were laughing at you for saying, "Yo, we could plug some shit in a socket." Like, it's just, I don't know, dude. I don't know, dude. I don't know, man. But that's why, I just don't put my energy into humans. Like, a lot of us waste energy into being like, well, why is the world this way? I wish it would change. I don't get it. Who cares? Just be the perfect being you are, and you will be happy. The people that are engrossed in the rest of the world and worried about if the president's gonna, all that stupid shit, are the most unhappy people. And they're worried about their, why won't my husband change? And why won't my girl? Like, who cares, man? Go look in the mirror like Dripman does and just paint your nails and be like, man, I'm saucy. And life can be boring. Like, that's why I got so much going on, and that's why I am my own celebrity. Like, when I'm not working hard to provide you guys a great content experience, I'm watching myself, watching my own content from a fan standpoint. I'm imagining that I'm not me, which, by the way, helped me get better because there are some videos I saw in the past where I was like, nah, that shit whack as fuck. You know what I mean? It helped me get better. But I'm very good at what I do nowadays, obviously. So I love watching myself and just being like, wow, he's a star. Look at how far he came. And blah, blah, blah. Keep that energy for yourself. Stop giving it to Taylor Swift in future. Definitely give it to Drip Man, of course. But I'm just saying, though, like, stop doing that, man. Give it to yourself. You are the biggest star in your life, man. You are the biggest star in your life, man. Even if nobody else sees you as a star, because growing up, and even to this day, nobody could convince me I wasn't the biggest star in the room. I mean, obviously we're famous now. We're doing whatever we're doing. But like growing up, like, and I'm a small town kid. Like, you couldn't convince me I wasn't bigger than Tupac. You couldn't convince me I was bigger than Drake. And I didn't need anybody else because everybody used to roll their eyes and be like, "Yeah, right." And even the people that would give me credit, like, "Yeah, you're good," they would still be like, "Oh, but you're not." Ooh, I was like, whatever. Didn't make me feel any kind of way. It didn't even motivate me. I was just like, okay, I guess that's another stupid person, whatever. And I'm sad to say, there's a lot of people out there that think like how I do. They think, hey, I'm the greatest of all time. But they're like, nobody else thinks that. So I guess I'll just be normal. Fuck them, man. Fuck them, man. Look in the mirror and tell yourself, hey, I'm bad. I'm a bad motherfucker. And don't base people's reactions off you. Like, if you think you're the smoothest player in the world, but you never had a girlfriend, okay, I guess them bitches ain't ready for your sauce. You know what I mean? Versus looking in the mirror like, oh, there's something wrong. Now, don't get me wrong. There's two different things. There's what I just said, and then some people, especially when they're spreading vitriol or whatever, like, sometimes you do gotta look in the mirror and improve. But I'm saying, if you're just being yourself and you're not harming anybody and you're not expressing yourself in an unhealthy way, like, don't look in the mirror and say there's something wrong with me. Like I said, there are some ignorant men out there who are like, whatever. I don't care. Let's not talk about them. But yeah, just love yourself. I've always been an attractive guy, and I don't roll your eyes and tune away. I'm getting some Americans, and it was never hard for me to get a girlfriend. And then I started wearing dresses and painting my nails. And there was women that were like, "Hey, I would definitely fuck with you, but you're wearing girl clothes." Now, most people would have been like, "Oh, okay, well, let me stop doing that because I don't want to get shunned anymore. Like, this sucks. Let me go back to wearing my regular clothes because that works. That would be easy." And I was like, "Fuck these bitches. Guess whose left hand is gonna be getting used a lot more? Like, I don't know what you bitches want from me. I'm just gonna keep it." And that made me want to dress up more like a girl, so that way I could find Kitty Mod. Like, because I realized, like, if I gotta change for you, then you hate me. You want me to become a different person so you can love that other person. They don't want you to change. They want you to become their ideal person, which is a separate identity. So I say, if you bitches don't like a nigga who rocking dresses, then you bitches don't like it, but I love it. I will spank my own booty. It's cool. Thank you, Denzel Washington. I see that you're in the chat. I love me some Denzel Washington. Not Denzel Washington. He's a scrub compared to Denzel Washington. Uh. Hey, Ruben C still pressing niggas on everything. Ruben C is rich. He's my father, and he's a gangster. I love it. For real. Hey, Kitty Ma say Denzel's one of our first 10 paid subscribers. Oh, yeah, Denzel's a bloody. Denzel. Hey, Pitbull Princess. Hey, listen, man. Meow. You know what I mean? Obviously, Kitty Ma, meow also. But meow, because I like how spicy Pitbull Princess is being. She said, "Hey, Drip Man is my man, and I'm fighting for our relationship, and I love the energy. I love the energy. You know what I mean? I love it." Tyler Howard said, "I look some type of Hispanic." Thank you. Hispanic people are some of the most beautiful people in the world. Shout out to Hispanic people. Ruben C said some of the realest shit ever. He said, "Hey, randomness, you accept your heart, my nigga. We love you here on everything." That part. Even if we gotta be your big brother sometimes and shove you a little bit, all you gotta do is sit on the couch and stay. Shout out to Antoine Curtis. Love you, Antoine. You've been very saucy. Yeah. Tyler Howard, I already forgot your question. You said, I guess that was a question, are you? I want to say two things. I hate answering questions about race because I am not a human race. I don't believe in us boxing each other in when they're like, "Oh, you're black, you should be this, or you're white, or you're like." I'm none of that. I do believe, however, genetically speaking, if the low life human beings were to break apart my genetic genome, it would reveal that I am half white and half black. Shout out to Antoine Curtis again. Tripster, ugh. I did that for Tripster. Ugh. The hitman said, "Sauce it down. You do too much, man. I'm saucy. You know what I mean? I don't know what sauce is because it ain't got no Y in it. And there's a Y in saucy because that's all the haters seem to be asking." Denzel Washington said, "Ugh, that's the drip, man, and that's all you need to know." Why? Because we ain't no explaining ass niggas. We ain't no explaining ass niggas. Shout out to Yasma Kid, Peru. Her Peru is beautiful. Are y'all Peruvians? That just hit me for some reason. Like, that's saucy. Like, oh, I'm American. That's lame. I'm Peruvian? Oh, bring your sexy ass here. Oh, for sure, Tyler Howard. I fuck with you again. Sure. Hey, Antoine Curtis, that's dope. They say uh, you're you, king, through the eyes of a king. Drip drop. Thank you for recognizing that, but I want to highlight the fact that Antoine Curtis views himself as a king. I love that you feel that way about yourself, as you should, as you should. It fills me with great satisfaction and humility to know that a fellow king is aware of their greatness. I actually have goosebumps saying that. I love, I love that for you. Love that for you. Yes. You guys got to understand. Well, actually, I hate the word understand. You don't got to do anything either. But you loving yourself, that alone changes the world. I mean, there was a point in my time when maybe I wasn't loving myself, or at least I wasn't expressing it in a healthy way. And I remember one of my children looking up at me, and this changed my life. They said, "Hey, it's hard for us to see you not love yourself. It makes us happy when we see you treat yourself good." And so I said, "Hey, wow. So maybe I need to get over this so that other people can feel good about themselves." That is a very like valid motivation. You know what I mean? We're always worried about the way we feel on the inside, and that's valid. But that's just another perspective for you to consider. I was like, wow. So even when I feel like shit, I'd be happy. I'd be happy because I'm like, yo, they're gonna be happy seeing me thug it off. Big Nerm in the building. Big Nerm. Noob X Fusion. Shout to Train Runner, yeah. On everything. Big Nerm is the big homie. That is Kitty Ma's real boyfriend. I hate to break it to y'all. No, but Kitty Ma loves you, Big Nerm, as do I. Of course, your family. Noob X Fusion say Kitty Ma. I'm loving it too, because obviously Drip Man we're growing. And now Kitty Ma's becoming famous, and she's obviously very beautiful. So I love people clamoring over her. You know what I mean? I love it. Like, I'm not saying that's what Big Nerm is doing. Obviously, their interactions are very respectful and very friend-like. I'm saying though, there's other posts and there's other inboxes we've gotten from other fans, and I love it. Man. She deserves to be recognized as a queen. But yeah, you guys, I was Big Nerm says that's sis. You know, Big Nerm's always been respectful. So anyway. I love you, retired young. Retired young. I love you, retired young. You, yeah, retired young. Hey, if Ruben sees my dad, retired young is my uncle. We love you, retired young. Retired young. Let me read Antoine Curtis's comments because it looks very saucy. Antoine Curtis said, "Yes, loving yourself is a must and helpful because what you're going through is someone else's way out. The only way out is through. And a lot of us have to stop having an affair with your past." Antoine Curtis totally agree. I'll probably end this chat shortly here, probably as we get to the 2 hour mark. But Antoine Curtis, I don't believe in the past. I don't believe in the future. Life is all about what you believe is real. So because I don't believe in it, it's actually fake to me. I don't have any perception of it. I look at experiences. Shout out to Gigi. I term things that I've been through as experiences that I cherish. There is no, oh, I should have did this or that, like, because there is that doesn't exist. And so when we look at our past, we should be very proud. Proud that we are believing in something that doesn't exist as much as we believe in a movie. And when you look at it from that standpoint, you can rewrite your past because it's a fictional book. Somebody asks you who you are, where you're from, feel free to tell them you're Tom Sawyer. And then truly believe that you are Tom Sawyer while you soak up the just the experience of, okay, well, now I know what to do, not to do. Your past doesn't exist. Your future is right now. And so if you're broke with $0 right now, but you think you're the richest man on the planet, that starts now. You don't wait to get the money. If you're the greatest rapper in the world, you don't wait till you got a future from Young Thug or till you got a fucking studio, nigga. I'm the greatest rapper right the fuck now. I guess I don't have no songs recorded. I guess you bitch ass niggas just need to get yourself up on game, bitch ass nigga. That's how I've always came. I'm talking about like a few years ago. I'm opening up for YG gang. I'm talking about I'm opening up for YG, and I wasn't doing no numbers. And he over here like, yeah. I said, I don't know what the fuck your name is. Nigga, I'm Drip Man. What the fuck you say, Drip Man? I said, you making your face like you ain't never heard of me, nigga. And you in my state. I said, that's brazy. And I walked the fuck off. I don't know if that made an impression on him or not, but I felt like a gangster. All the other rappers and fans and stuff were on his dick. Yo, can I please get a picture? And he over here looking at us now. I said, bitch ass nigga, you ain't begged me for a picture. That's brazy. And walk the fuck off. Man, what the fuck? Fuck is you, YG? GY. Fuck them, man. I could be in the room with Drake and I'm gonna be staring in the mirror at myself. I promise you, nigga, a earthquake could be happening and my body could be getting ripped in half, and all I'm gonna be doing is thinking like, damn, I chipped my nail. Like, don't nothing. Like, there is no outside, no nothing. And I enjoy pain because like that's the closest thing that I've ever felt to believing that this bitch was real. That's the closest thing. That's the only thing that keeps me grounded, because when I feel joy and I know that shit fake. Joy and happiness and like it's a great thing to like theorize about. But like, how do you feel great about having $1 million when there's poor children like all across like the world starving? Like, how do you feel great knowing you blew $10 million on a chain, knowing you could have spent 1/10 of that, whatever? Well, like everything's pretending when you talk about happiness. Like that don't even make sense. Like what? Please punch me in the face so I can get back to reality and working hard and grinding and what the fuck are you talking about? You over here happy? Get your bitch ass up, nigga. Like what the fuck? Like, cause while all the rich kids were happy, nigga, I'm in a foster home. Ain't nobody writing me letters or even just giving me a hug. Like I don't even need much. Like just ask me if I'm okay. Like what the fuck you mean you're happy? I could never be happy knowing there's kids out there that's little drips out there, and then all they wanted was a muffin. Hey, I'm glad I didn't get it, but I'm just saying though, like that does things to people, different things to people. There's people that went through the same exact shit as me that want to be strung out, they want to whatever, and I promise you, all they needed was love and a hug and somebody not to be so vain, looking in the mirror. What the fuck? And all they needed was somebody just to send them $5 or okay, you can't send them money. All they need you to do is just say, hey man, that's that nigga right there. Said you out here hot. So what do you mean you're happy? Fuck do you mean you're happy knowing that Susie's in an abusive relationship and all you doing is talking shit about how she can't leave? Like, fuck you mean you happy knowing that it's a nigga like Drip Man who rocked the dress and that's why niggas don't fuck with him? What? How the fuck is you happy then? Okay, you're content, you're satisfied, you're proud even. Yeah, be proud of yourself. Like, I'm saying there's a bunch of other shit. Feel all those great things. Like this is not a depressing world. Like this is actually a perfect world, by the way. This is a perfect world. I'm just saying, like, what the fuck you mean you happy? That's all I'm saying. Or no, fine. Let me further specify. Yes, be happy. But what do you mean you're aspiring to be happy? That's what I'm saying. Like, what the fuck you mean I'm not happy anymore? Good. Like, what the fuck you mean you're aspiring to be? It's just weird. That's my goal. Like, okay, whatever. I'm done. Pitbull Princess said, you're entirely perfect, my drip king. Ignore the haters. Let me read that over. I love Pitbull. I'm in love with you, Pitbull Princess. She said, you're completely, entirely perfect, my drip king. Ignore the haters. You're born to be one of a kind, just like me. I love you more than life. Pitbull Princess said, just like her. And y'all know that she thinks Drip Man is great. And she said, just like her. So she thinks herself is great. And you better believe that yourself is great, Pitbull Princess, because Drip Man so knows it. You the baddest, excuse me, because this is how I talk. I'm a gangster. You the baddest bitch in the world. Fuck is you talking about? Big Nerm's also the baddest baddie. Well, I call myself a baddie compliment. Big Nerm is just the suavest being of all time. Big Nerm said, I'm rich as fuck and being at peace. Ugh. We'll repeat that. Big Nerm said, I'm rich as fuck and being at peace, having having happiness. Ugh. I remain humble. Ugh. Respect all cause I expect this. I like that. Big Nerm. And y'all better respect Big Nerm. Big Nerm said, I respect all because I respect the same in return, which means they're a fair, considerate individual. And then Big Nerm said, and at the very least, got a million worth of game. That's how you know Big Nerm's humble. He said he has a million worth of game, knowing he got goddamn it a trillion. Goddamn, Big Nerm is the Elon Musk of game. Like, what is you talking about? A million worth of game, man. You are so humble, Mister Big Nerm. Mike Lova said, "I respect realness." That must mean you respect yourself, cause you a real motherfucker. Love you, Kitty Ma. Kitty Ma, I love you almost as much as I love Pitbull Princess. Do what Kitty Ma say and subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. I'm gonna let the chat go here. I went over by a couple minutes because I love y'all. Mike Lova, I love you. Please make sure you subscribe. I assume you have, but if you haven't, please do that because I would love to see your face in the chat every time. Princess Pitbull, I cannot live without you. So I can't wait to see you in the next chat. Big Nerm. Dallas Joy said I'm the #1 gay streamer, which has always been my goal. Mike Lova, love again. Kitty Mom, can't wait to see you in the morning. Antoine Curtis, I love you. Melissa Johnson, I love you. Um, Pitbull Princess again. Ruben C. Ruben C. Ruben C. Ruben C. Tonight was a special night for a lot of reasons. None bigger than Ruben C. I love you. I appreciate you. In that same vein, I love you, Ernie. Ernie, you are a legend in your own right. You sent 2 streaks of over 1,000 and another one of 500 on the same chat. And yeah, retired young. Melissa Johnson again. Melissa Johnson is like my big sister. Like, who we must be from Alabama. That's my big sister who I'm attracted to, but I would never approach like that. You know what I mean? You're my sister. You know? That part was weird. No weird shit though. I love you, Melissa Johnson. I'm about to sign off. Anybody who didn't mention, of course I mentioned you because we are the gang, Drip Gang, or no. I was about to end it on that, but Pitbull Princess said I'm from the UK. All right, Kitty Ma, let's start packing. We're gonna have to take a trip.